Okay, Jill. Yes, thanks for coming to talk to us. So first I want to find out what you were doing before you found Cheltenham Running Club.
So I've been training on my own basically.
Okay.
So I'd run on and off for a good few years, nothing very seriously, and then about 18 months ago I thought I fancied having a bit of a go at a couple of races which I'd never done before.
Yeah, cool.
So I started training on my own really at that point.
Okay, and how was that going, the training by yourself?
So good on one level. I did a 10k and I did a half marathon.
Brilliant.
So brilliant from that point of view, but not very structured in how I approached it.
Sure.
I just thought I kept having to run a bit faster each time, and also I picked up a couple of injuries, which stopped me running actually for a while.
Yeah. And was that when you met Kate, or you'd known Kate for a while?
I'd known Kate for a while at that point, so she kept fixing me and suggesting that I came to the club.
Oh, good. Yeah, of course. Cool. And then how did you? Well, then you obviously decided to eventually.
Yeah.
Did you call me or did I call you? I can't remember.
I think I called you because I was still working a bit out of town then, so the timings weren't quite right for me to get here for 6:30.
Yeah, of course.
But that all changed. I called you, and then you just talked through what the purpose of the club is, what we do.
Yep.
I was a bit nervous about joining a club because I didn't want to be the slow one or holding people back and stuff like that. I'd never been in a running club before in my life, so I was a bit nervous. But
in reality,
it's lovely.
Probably more around the average pace of the club.
Yeah,
aren't you? Is it 9 or 10 group?
9, yeah, 9, normally 9, yeah.
Yeah, which is pretty much the average speed of our group. So,
which is really nice actually, yeah.
And you opted for the silver membership.
Yep.
So what was it that led you to make that decision?
Because I wanted a bit of a structured plan. I needed some help working out how to improve my distances without getting any injuries. And I think I said to you before, actually with the plan on the longer runs, you slowed me down quite a lot in terms of how fast I should be running. And I'd never really, I thought you just ran at the same pace regardless of whether you did a short run or a fast run. And actually slowing you down to manage the longer run has really helped.
Good. I mean, have things progressed as you'd hoped?
Yeah, I ran 14k last weekend and I haven't run 14k in over a year, so that was really good and on pace and haven't got a niggle or an injury, so that's really good. Yeah, really pleased.
Okay, and you've joined our Cheltenham half marathon squad. Yep. So you're obviously looking to do the Cheltenham. Oh no, you're looking to do a half marathon. You can't make the Cheltenham half, can you?
No, I can't.
That's
cool.
But you want to do a half marathon around that time?
Yeah, in October. Yes.
And do you have a time? You've done a half marathon before.
Yep.
How are you feeling about the prospect of beating that time?
It would be great if I could beat that time actually, and I feel a bit more confident that I could because there's a bit more of a plan behind it as opposed to I've got another race so I'll just run a bit faster next time. So it would be really nice, and I think I'm a bit more considered about I could be, even if I beat it by 2 minutes, that's an achievement as opposed to thinking I'll take 10 minutes off because that's probably a little ambitious.
I think your programme might even say we haven't actually decided on exact which one, have we?
No, not yet.
But the idea is that we will have a target time in mind for that race, for each of your races.
Because you set me a target time for the Cheltenham Challenge, which was great, and I did exactly what that target time was actually,
Were you holding yourself back to do that, or did you have to push hard to achieve that?
No, I pushed at the last bit to achieve that because it was off road and it was that multi-terrain, which wasn't really expecting stopping and starting at gates and stuff like that. So that went off too fast, but then caught up. So I did do. What I needed to, so that's good.
How good's that?
I know, exactly.
It's like magic. How did a plan end up having the right time for what you actually achieved? So I mean, that's good. So the program's worked quite well for you then.
Yeah, it has. Yeah.
And what about the club itself? So showing up on Tuesdays and Thursdays, you've now become quite regular.
And actually, I find that because I would never do interval training on my own, and before I joined the club, I don't think I really understood what the point of interval training was.
Sure.
But actually I realise there's a huge point to it, and it's just, and I think I sometimes do the park run. I haven't done one for a while, but it makes quite a lot of difference when you do the park run when you've been doing the interval training. I like the tempo runs because you're with a nice bunch of people. I get to see bits of Cheltenham that I've never seen before, which is lovely.
Good.
It's good. It's a nice atmosphere, very friendly. Nobody feels like you, and it's a really, we're just saying, it's a real mix of ages, abilities, which is really nice actually. Good for a newbie.
You've recently taken up a few sessions with my wife Georgina.
Yes.
How are you finding that sort of process going?
Really good, and I didn't know what I was expecting from that at all. It was a brilliant opportunity to signpost me to Georgie, and actually I hadn't, it's just utterly complementary from what I'm trying to achieve in terms of getting fit, getting the right work-life balance, and trying to understand or get a bit more knowledge about what to eat to support my running and my exercise, because I do swimming as well, so that's going really well. That's a really nice complementary bit to it.
Fantastic. And you've been doing the Strength for Runners trainings as well?
Yes.
How have you been finding those?
I really like them. I want to do more of them, really. I don't always get a chance to get to those, but again I kind of see the benefit, and I know that that's a lot around injury prevention as well. I'd like to get a bit stronger and a bit of knowing full well that it helps with your running.
Well, did you have any other thoughts on how the club's going, or just in general, anything that I haven't sort of brought up?
No, I just think it's a really lovely club. I'm really enjoying it. I didn't know or think that I would enjoy it as much. I love the structure. I love, the people are nice, and you are on hand, and you have reminded me that you are on hand if I ever need to, check in with you, and that's lovely as well.
Cool. Thank you very much.
All right.
Cheers.